With the spooky season upon us, there's no better time to dive into the chilling world of survival horror. In this video, I curated a special top 10 list of must-play horror games that you are sure to get your heart racing and your palms sweating. From eerie atmospheres to spine-tingling narratives, each of these titles brings something unique to the table. And stick around because I'll also highlight a few bonus games at the end that you don't want to miss. So grab your flashlight, turn off your lights, and let's get started in this haunting journey. Starting off, Mouthwashing, a first-person horror game set aboard a wrecked space freighter. You play as a crew member trapped in an aftermath of Captain Curriel's failed suicide attempt, now at the mercy of its doomed crew. Maimed, limbless, but still alive, Captain Curriel's failure drags you into a twisted narrative of isolation, starvation, and desperation. Watch as the crew unravels with psychological scares that make you question what's real and what's not. The ship will lose power in 6 months, and the food ratio won't last nearly that long. With immersive storytelling and unraveling narrative choices, Mouthwashing is a psychological horror that forces you to confront the grim reality of being stranded in a space with no hope for salvation. Next is Endoparasitic 2, a horror survival game that immerses you in a terrifying journey aboard on an infested spaceship. After being infected with a deadly parasite, players must navigate through claustrophobic corridors filled with grotesque creatures that emerge from the shadows. The game's standout features is a manual reloading mechanics, adding tension to every encounter as you manage scarce resources. As you craft vaccines to combat the infection and fight the nightmarish foes, you'll piece together the unsettling lore of Archship and the nature of the parasite itself, offering a gripping blend of horror and strategy. Now, of course, if you haven't played the first one, you can also try that one out. The art style is fairly simplistic, but it's definitely standing out for its unique art style and gameplay mechanics. The next one, we have Alone in the Dark, reimagining the iconic survival horror game that pioneered the genre. Set in a mysterious Derceto manor, players can take the role of private investigator Edward Carnby or client Emily Hartwood, both searching for answers linked to a missing uncle. As you explore the manor, you'll encounter spine-chilling puzzles and grotesque enemies while unraveling the dark history of the place. The stunning graphics and the haunting soundtrack, enhanced by performances from award-winning actors like Jodie Comer and David Harbour, create an emotional and immersive experience that demands your attention. Coming up next is Fears of Fathom Woodbury Getaway, an episodic psychological horror game that puts players in the shoes of Sydney Harper, who embarks on a weekend getaway to a family cabin. What starts as a relaxing trip quickly spirals into nightmare as disturbing events unfold. With a unique storytelling format that incorporates text messages and player choices, this game excels at building tension and suspense. The VHS-style visuals and ambient sound design create an unsettling atmosphere, drawing players deep into the Sydney's harrowing experience as they confront the terrifying truth about her getaway. Next, we have Crow Country, a survival horror game set in an abandoned theme park. This game really resembles and takes some inspiration from classic Resident Evil, so if you're into that kind of style, definitely check this game out. As you explore the whimsical yet eerie surroundings, you'll encounter puzzles and riddles that help uncover the mysteries behind Edward's disappearance and the dark rumors surrounding the park. The game features two modes: a terrifying adventure where you face off against grotesque creatures, and an exploration mode, which allows you to delve into the park's lore without the fear of being attacked. With the narrative focus on ambition and the human cost of dreams, this game leaves players questioning the boundaries of morality and ambition. Next, we have Still Wakes the Deep, a first-person narrative horror game that takes you to the offshore's oil rig in the 1970s Scotland. After a communication location blackout that leaves you stranded, you must navigate the rig's dark corridors filled with unsettling sounds and looming threats. The atmosphere is palpable, heightened by stunning visuals and immersive sound design that keep players on edge. As you uncover the horrors lurking in the rig's depths, you'll face nightmarish creatures and moral dilemmas that challenges your sanity, making it a gripping experience from start to finish. Moving on, we have PANICORE, where players take on the role of an urban explorer drawn to a derelict building. As they venture deep into the haunting structures, they quickly realize they're not alone. The game emphasizes teamwork in a co-op mode where players must solve puzzles and evade a relentless AI-driven monster that adapts to their movement. The atmospheric environments, chilling sound effects, and dynamic gameplay creates a sense of dread that escalates with each passing moment, making this a heart-pounding experience for horror enthusiasts. Next, we have the legendary Silent Hill 2, which came not too long ago, which continues to stand as a masterpiece in the horror genre. Players follow James Sunderland as he searches for his deceased wife in the fog-shrouded town of Silent Hill. The game excels in its psychological storytelling, exploring themes of grief, guilt, and redemption through unsettling imaginary and haunting environments. As you navigate the town and confront terrifying monsters, the emotional depth and intricate narrative keep players engaged, making it a timeless classic that leaves a lasting impact. Coming next, we have Five Nights at Freddy's Into the Pit. This thrilling installment of the beloved franchise follows Oswald, who unwittingly finds itself trapped in a rundown pizzeria ball pit that serves as a portal to the past. Players must uncover dark secrets while solving puzzles and avoiding animatronic threats that emerges from the shadows. With multiple endings and a captivating storyline, the game adds depth to the FNAF universe, keeping players on the edge of their seats as they unravel the chilling history behind the infamous establishment. Finally, topping our list is Content Warning, a co-op horror game that invites players to film spooky experiences with friends in a quest to viral fame. Set in a mysterious old world filled with physics-animated monsters, you must manage resources like oxygen and battery life as you explore and evade terrifying threats. The unique blend of horror and humor offers a refreshing take on multiplayer gaming, allowing players to experience both the thrilling of survival and absurdity of trying to capture the perfect shot for the spook tube. With a rich narrative and engaging gameplay mechanics, this game has captured the hearts of horror fans everywhere. Before we wrap up, let's quickly cover some of the bonus games you might want to check out. Until Dawn Remake. This remake just came out recently, and this game brings back the classic decision horror-based experience with enhanced graphics and gameplay improvements. Players navigate a thrilling narrative where their choices can lead to life or death, adding tension to every moment as they try to keep their characters alive through a night filled with terror. Also, do keep in mind why I put this game on as a bonus is that at the moment this game is kind of suffering from bugs and a couple of issues at release, so you might want to check it out much later when Sony decide to fix this game. So other than that, it should have been actually on my top 10 list. I did play this one on the PS4 and it was really great. It's a great party game if you want to play it with somebody like your friends or family, so I highly recommend it if you want to experience a night out where your decisions really matter. Next one, which I found quite interesting, which is called Zoochosis. Here you step into the shoes of a zookeeper facing a terrifying outbreak that transforms animals into mutants. Your choices matter as you strive to save the infected creatures and unravel the mysteries of the zoo, leading to a various possible endings based on your decisions and interactions with the animals. The reason why this game made it to the bonus is that the game is still lacking a couple of content. A lot of people were saying that although the game is great, it does feel a little bit half-baked, so keep that in mind, and also take into the consideration that it has mixed reviews at the moment. Still, I really thought that the graphics look great presentation and all that, but yeah, just keep in mind, and yeah, let's move on to the next one. The next one is the Outlast Trials. This game actually came out last year in early access, and we finally got a full release in 2024. And this game returns with the terrifying multiplayer nightmare experience where players confront their fears in twisted experiments conducted by sinister organizations. With intense gameplay and psychological horror elements, it's sure to test your limits. Also, another game that came out last year is Sons of the Forest, and we finally have a full release in 2024, as this is the sequel of the original The Forest. I really liked the first one, especially the survival elements where you had to build your base. I really enjoyed that, and when that game came out, it was quite something innovative at that time. But after a couple of years, we have so many survival games that really do a great job in that area, so definitely keep an eye out for this one as well. But if you don't know anything about this game, players explore a mysterious island filled with cannibalistic mutants while attempting to survive. The open world environments allows for exploration, crafting, and base building, all while uncovering the island's darkest secrets. And there you have it, the top 10 games that are not really listed as from worst to best or best to worst, depending on what kind of games you like to get into that you can enjoy in this spooky season. Whether you're a seasoned horror fan or just looking to get spooked, these titles offer something for everyone. Don't forget to let me know in the comments which games you're most excited to try, and if you have any other recommendations, feel free to drop them down below. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with your fellow horror enthusiasts. Happy haunting, and I'll see you in the next video. My name is Vashal, and as always, stay safe, take care, and happy gaming.
Stay safe, have fun, and happy gaming. Stay safe, have fun, and happy gaming.